Are you looking for a podcast about my impending nuptials?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh. Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you? How are you? That was
How
very
are
spooky
you?
of you.
It's spooky
Good
time.
evening.
Good evening, and welcome to Yumtop.
What's going on?
What's going on? I'm thirsty. I just got back from vacation, and my arms are so very tired.
So I go on vacation, then you go on vacation.
And we
We always
deserve
got vacations here.
a beverage about it.
This is like the one time that we've had vacations in
I
a
know.
while.
It's been a weird couple of weeks,
Oh,
months,
yeah. Crack it.
times.
Crack it. I loved that in post.
The gurgling is so much. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
all
that
over my
foam just
desk.
pouring.
And all over my legs. Awesome.
Cool.
I'm enjoying another Guinness Black for those of you who can't tell. Okay.
Take puddles and just mop it up.
Mop up these puddles with puddles.
Puddles. I love puddles.
Now I'm going to smell like beer.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm in a weird mood just because I'm back from vacation and gone back to work, and work is especially
Okay.
fucking difficult today, and I just...
Yeah.
This week has felt so odd. This month has felt so odd because, like, we went to Podcast Movement, and then when we came back, you left on vacation, and then when you came
Yep.
back, I left on vacation. And it's just been, like, barely had time
I
for
think
anything.
we traded, like, just, like, a day apart. Because,
Yeah.
like
Like,
we
we
left
were-
Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Or Sunday?
Saturday.
Yeah, so we had the evening to record, and then, like, one day, and then boom. you're
Yep.
done. Well, I bet you had the best time ever because you went to, like, the coolest windy city.
Yeah, okay. So I went to Chicago.
Is it really that windy?
No, it was not nearly windy enough for my taste. It was like 98 degrees the whole fucking time.
Ugh.
And I was salty about it because I wanted a cold time in a cold city, and it wasn't cold. Like, literally, it was supposed to be in the 70s and 80s the entire time. And then we checked the forecast, and it was like, oh, actually, they're getting a heat wave just for the 4 days that y'all are here.
Woo!
So I missed, like, our little tiny spat of rain that we had here at home. I was gone for that.
Oh, yeah.
And I left Chicago, and it's back into, like, the 70s up there now. I'm like, what is happening? I'm just not.
Yeah, everywhere we've been, because even when I went to Vegas, it had heated up at that time.
Man,
And so it was like close to 100 most of the days I was there.
it's fucking gross.
But it was a dry heat, so it wasn't as bad.
Yeah, it's true, honestly. Like, Vegas heat is better than our heat here.
Oh, yeah.
It was humid in Chicago because they're, like, right on a big fucking lake, which I didn't know because I'm bad at geography. Did you know Chicago is, like, on a big fucking lake? Yeah,
Nope,
it's, like,
not at
right
all.
there on one of the Great Lakes. I don't know
I
which
just thought
one.
it was smack dab in the middle of the country, and
Me too,
that's why it
bud.
was windy as shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know where the cities are. But that was, like, the one fun thing about Chicago was having a body of water right there. But let me tell you about, like,
Hang on. Do you know what I've always pictured about Chicago?
tell me.
Because it's supposed to be so windy, but it has all the tall skyscrapers and stuff, right? It's a
Okay.
tall city, right?
Yeah.
I always pictured it was windy, like Prince of Egypt, like the whole stuff, like going through the houses when they like do the plague. That's how I just
Okay.
picture the wind, like going between all the buildings and stuff. So I figured
Yeah,
it
a
was
little
just
bit like that.
wow, just like smacking you. But sounds like that didn't happen.
No, I wish. God, it was just still and sticky, and
Ugh.
I was sad about it. But so when we landed in Chicago,
Okay.
our first inkling was like, let's get to a convenience store so we can get some water for walking around.
Yes.
So we go to our hotel and, like, set the bags down and stuff, and then we walk just, like, a block over. Where our hotel's, like, in the city, like in
Okay.
and amongst the buildings, the city, you know.
Okay.
And so we walk like a block over to the local Walgreens, and we're hanging out inside, get our beverages, get in line, get ready to go. And this lady comes in. This is within 2 hours of landing in Chicago. This woman comes in, and I thought she was doing a bit because she comes in and is just like, "Excuse me, kids don't say excuse me anymore," and it's just like shouting at the top of her lungs. And I was like, "Is this a comedian?
Is this performance art?"
Yeah, what's happening? Because I'm not like a city person. I don't know what's happening. She wasn't kidding. And then decides that she walks through the middle of the line, like the people that are lined up to go to the register to get out of the store. She like busts through the line, like throwing elbows and shit. And she's just a couple people in front of me. So I was like, I don't really want to like make eye contact because I don't want to provoke her. So I like turned around and
because
just like,
you're a young person.
Yep, just wanted to look at Richard the entire time. So I just locked eyes with him and was like, we're just going to stare at each other until she leaves. And he was like, okay. And she starts just kind of screaming every slur in the book at everyone who's looking askance at her. And this other guy starts to like engage with her, which is the last thing you kind of want to do with a person who's
that's not
yelling.
Wise.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to fuck with somebody who's there to just fuck with anybody, right? Like that's the last thing on my list of things to do. So yeah, she just starts screaming like every racist, homophobic thing that there is on this earth. And there was a fucking cop in the line also, like fully openly wearing a police vest and holding a gun and stuff, and she just starts going like, "You fucking pig, look at me, fucking pig." And I was like, oh, okay. Is he gonna do anything?
And he's just like, "Hey, Bernice."
He didn't really do anything, and so I was just like waiting. But then like she walked away, and he like slyly gets on the radio and calls for backup, I guess, because by the time we checked out, 6 cops had arrived. And yeah, and we were like, we're gonna leave now because I don't know what's happening. But that was my first couple hours in Chicago.
Well, I forgot to tell you about my first thing in Vegas.
Oh my god, did you have the crazy lady too?
No. We get out of the airport and we didn't have a car, so you have to take a taxi to a hotel, right?
Yep.
So hop in the taxi. The hotel's 10 minutes away. If that, right? We're driving and we get to our first stoplight, and there's a dude with only shorts on and a big clown nose.
Hell yeah.
And he's got some sign, and I just like see him like talking to stuff, and then like the cars drive away, and then he just starts flipping off every single car, just being like, "Fuck you, fuck you," and just like going crazy. And I just like turned to Taylor and was like, "That's Vegas."
I've decided that I don't like cities anymore. I feel like
anymore? Did you like them before?
Yeah, I felt like, I don't know, in my 20s and stuff, I like to vacation to cities to like see the places and go do the big things. And I mean,
hate cities.
You
know what I hate really, really bad?
What?
Fucking Dallas, dude.
Dallas.
I hate going to Dallas.
I think, yeah, I don't think that Dallas is a tourist destination, right?
No.
Like people
don't
come
think so.
to Dallas. Like there were a lot of tourists in Chicago. There were people walking around with like, I don't know, maps and stuff, just touristy looking things, which I don't know about you, but whenever I go to a city where I don't belong, I always try really hard to make it look like I know exactly what I'm doing, so I don't get targeted for a mugging or whatnot.
Yep, you don't want to have to buy a sundial, man.
Yeah, I used to like cities. I don't know, but now, like, if given the opportunity, 10 times out of 10, I am choosing a countryside vacation. I want to move out to the middle of nowhere and live by a lake. Like, I don't want people anymore.
Apparently, Dallas attracts 22.5 million annual tourists.
That's too many. Guys, quit
That's
coming to
a lot
Dallas.
Of people going to Dallas.
Dallas fucking sucks. It's a
what
concrete
are you looking
jungle.
At here?
There's nothing here. Like, the art museums are great, sure. But,
Arboretum, the aquarium, sure.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you know that we have the #1 skyline, though, so.
I mean, yeah, our skyline is cool. Okay, so there are a couple of cool things in Dallas, but don't stay in Dallas and don't go there at night because...
Oh, God, no.
You're going to see just some parts of people that you don't want to see. The amount of half-naked people I've run into on the the Dart.
I don't understand the city appeal. Some people love that hustle and bustle,
Yeah, that's
the
what I used to be.
hecticness of it. I
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
I used to find that appealing. I don't know why. Like New York, I went there in my 20s and I was like, this is fun. This is awesome. I love it. I feel like if I went today, I would be like, I want to go home.
Probably.
Like I crave the suburbs. I am so tame. I don't want the city anymore.
I've never wanted the city.
No.
You get the weirdest shit, and I don't know, because people love the city, but it invites failure, which leads to like homelessness and all this other stuff. Like, people go to the city to thrive, but like how much do you truly thrive in the city? You know what I mean?
I that's a big part of what I don't like, is that dichotomy too. Like, we went to a nice restaurant that was, you know, kind of not like upscale, but it's like a fancy place that you would go have a Sunday brunch or something. And then we walked out of the restaurant and there's just like droves of tents because these people can't afford to fucking live. And I'm like, this is not the vibe. The city really like kind of opens up a window into the soul of the state, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, sorry, Chicago. I hate y'all.
Isn't that where first round of Love is Blind is from?
It might be.
Because I know Chicago was one of them. I think Chicago was season 1. How do I know this? Probably
I think
Wikipedia.
I think season 2 was Dallas. Or no, season 3 was Dallas. Season 2 was like California or something.
Oh, Wikipedia. No, okay. That was Georgia.
Georgia.
There were like a lot of Georgia people.
Mm.
Yeah. So season 2, I think, was Chicago. Okay. Everybody was from Chicago. Oh, and season 2 had like some of the worst fucking people. Like none of these people. Yeah, that had Shake. Shake was from Chicago. That is exactly it. Yep.
He as a person is who that city was to me.
Which I'll agree, because like Bartiz is bad.
Yeah.
But he's not Shake bad. So Dallas sucks,
Shake.
but it ain't Chicago.
That's our new motto. At least we're not Chicago.
Pretty much.
If you're from Chicago and you're listening to this, I am so sorry. I've had so many people tell me, like when I was planning my trip, people were like, I love Chicago. You're going to love it so much. Here's all these great things to do. And like, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was not fun. I didn't have a good time.
You didn't like the things, or?
The things are okay, yeah. So, like, we went to the art museum there, the Chicago Art Institute. It was really nice. It was a good museum. We did an architecture boat tour, which was really fun. Like, they take you down the river, and, like, at sunset, they take you out on the actual lake, and you get to watch the sunset over the skyline, which was awesome. And then you get to come back in and see all the buildings have changed now because it's nighttime.
Okay.
It was pretty. It was a good time. I didn't like the people. I didn't like the experience. People were so mean to me, Robert. I got bodied in the crowd. Like, people don't respect a person walking down the street. I literally got people walking directly into me, like sternum to sternum. Like, literally, I'm walking here situation.
Dude,
like,
that's how I felt in Vegas. I even told Taylor, was like, I'm having to bend over backwards to get out of people's fucking way.
Yeah. Like I just stopped trying to get out of people's way.
To fight? Like,
yes.
Why else would you just not care?
Yeah. I don't know. Every city also just smells like weed and piss, and I'm kind of over it.
Vegas did have a little bit of weed, but no piss.
Yeah.
I skipped out on the piss smell. But you got to see the bean. Right?
I didn't get to see the fucking bean. The bean was under construction. I was so pissed.
I know. I saw your picture that you sent me, and I was like, oh, this is like when I went to England and Big Ben was under construction. So it was just like, hey, there's scaffolding.
God. And they like put up photos of the bean on the outside of the fucking chain link fence. Like, look, this is a picture of the bean. So you can like look like you kind of went there.
How do you perform construction on the bean?
What are they constructing? What's wrong with the bean? Is there a crack?
Well, like it was visible in your photo. So
yeah, like
you're
not engaging in bean maintenance. I don't know what you're fucking doing back there.
Yeah, so
like,
what are you doing around it?
Maybe the sidewalk was fucked up or something. I don't know. I was mad. I was upset.
Yeah, it sucks.
It is what it is.
You're like, that's it. That's fucking Chicago. I
That's
hate it.
Chicago. One cool thing actually I did was a ghost tour.
Okay.
That was an exciting time. I'm just like really into
I feel
ghost
like
tours,
you go
man.
to ghost tours. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they had like a little tour guide talk about, you know, the history of the city and like all the different buildings and more architecture stuff. Like architecturally, very interesting city,
Yeah.
and they have a lot of history, so that was fun. But like, maybe I just like ghost tours.
Nope. I'm not gonna do that.
We should go. We should have a Yimtope event, a little
Maybe.
patron event. Go down to Dallas, see if they do a ghost tour because
Yeah, because I can attach that to anyone else that comes with us.
yeah, there you go. What's
Like,
the name
someone
of
else
that
get it.
hotel? The Menger Hotel down in Dallas. That's like super ass haunted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do guys, get in the Discord if you're interested in this idea for Halloween time. A little Yimtope seance event down in Dallas.
There you go. Because Ferdin had put a video in our Discord of like something spooky. I don't remember what it was, but there was a spooky thing while we were in Vegas, right? And I was watching it, and one light started to flicker the whole time I watched it. And then it stopped when the video ended.
Gross.
And then Taylor asked the thing, please don't haunt us and go away. And the light went ding ding, like flickered twice, never did it the rest of the time.
Amazing.
No, that's not amazing.
I love that.
I hate that shit. What if it was like, nah, I'm fucking with you, you know? That could go all kinds of bad. Like, no.
But it didn't.
But it could have. And then we went to the Titanic thing, so I was like, that could have been a Titanic person for all I know.
You could have had a whole ass boat ghost attached to you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Give me the ick.
You gotta watch more nukes because there's tons of people that go do this shit. They go on something and look around, and next thing you know, it's attached to them and it follows them home, and then they
See,
get fucked
that's-
up forever.
You gotta sever the ghost at the location.
But how? Because you don't know that you picked
Just
it up.
tell it. Be like, don't follow me home. It's like a tick check. You do a ghost check.
But then you be like, oh, I'm definitely following this one home. You tell me no? Oh, fuck you. But we'll think about it. I've always wondered if they would do one at the Adams Hat Factory one.
Oh yeah, I'd like to
'Cause
hear
they're
about
like-
that too.
Because they're like apartments.
Yeah.
It like was a hat factory, now it's apartments, and there was like a really bad thing that happened there.
Yeah.
Do you remember what that was?
You told me about it when we were on our where'd we go down? To Polyphia, that's right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's bad, man. So
bad.
I've always wondered like if they had something, you know.
I bet there's ghost tours in Dallas. I'm gonna look that up.
I mean, there's gotta
Right
be.
meow. There's gotta be. There is a ghost tour. It's the #1 rated ghost tour in Dallas called Dallas Terrors. Discover why the
Ooh.
big D stands for death and devastation.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Sure. We'll see what's up with that one.
Hell yes. Hit us up if you want to do this. Like, for real. I would like to do this with you guys.
For real. I will take sage and put it in all my pockets. I will
We can make a
carry
whole
across, like,
episode out of it. That would be
I
fun.
will do a whole thing where I have a bubble of holy protection.
Bring a cross, bring some garlic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with that. I wanted to discuss this with you though.
Okay.
I put a TikTok in the general chat for you. I would like you
have a
to
look at
watch
it.
it. So I've been getting these, and I find them extremely funny.
Okay.
And I showed them to Taylor. She also found them funny, and I would like to get your take on them.
Okay.
So watch this, and then let me know what you think.
All right. New ick unlocked.
So the whole premise of this guy's entire TikTok is he watches videos where girls say what they don't like guys to do.
Okay.
And then he tabs over to a list and
Oh my God,
notes
it just
down
adds
what
it.
not to do. One on there is don't breathe.
Don't get into a car accident. Don't pass out. Don't send a good morning text. Don't be comfortable in your own
apparently
home.
That's bad.
Why?
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
a good morning text.
You can't do that. Girls don't like that. One was don't respect her decisions. And I remember watching that one.
Don't have a bum crack, all caps.
Oh, yeah. That's bad.
Fascinating.
I would love for you to watch more, But so it brought up this whole thing about what women think about having a guy in like today's world. Because like you watch these things where they're like, what do you want in a guy? And they come up with the weirdest things, like that one. Like it's like, don't drink a Frappuccino.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
But like, would that bother you?
no, not me personally, but I mean, everybody's got their preferences, you know?
But like one of them was like, don't drag your feet.
I hate that. I fucking hate when people drag their feet.
I think the guy said, pick up my feet. Cause
Yeah.
this girl was like, he walked too low to the ground or something.
Like a gorilla. Just knuckles dragging.
And so Taylor watched like almost every single one on like the whole guy's TikTok page. And so we were talking about it, like, because I get a bunch of them where it's like, what do you want your guy to make salary wise?
Oh.
And they're all like, oh, easily he's got to be at 500K or else it's a fucking no-go. Like,
yeah, gotta clear that 500.
yeah. And then they're like, do you know what the average that a person makes is? And they're like,
42,000.
probably 100 plus. And then they're like
Average.
42K.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Fucking cheap.
42K. I've seen some where they go like, give me your ideal guy, and then they put it in this statistics thing, and then they go, okay, your ideal person is 0.00001% of the population.
Yeah. There's that woman who does these videos of like, she'll talk to guys and be like, what's your ideal woman? And she'll ask them specific questions like, what do you want your girl's hair to look like? And they'll be like, well, it can't be too long, but it also can't be short. And it can't be like curly, but I don't want it super straight either. So it has to be like that nice mix, wavy. But if it's like real thick, I don't like it when it's thick. But thin hair is really ugly. And also she can't be a redhead, but I really, really like blondes. But brunettes are okay too, but definitely not black hair. And they just like have this very specific what they need a woman's hair to look like.
Do you have a checklist?
No. I think people that operate in this world that are like, my ideal partner can't have this, and like needs to have these specific qualities. You're never
not
gonna
find
find
that person.
You're not gonna find that person. Like, relax. People can't fit your boxes.
I've never considered what my boxes would be.
Yeah, no. Like, my
Like,
boxes are
you
don't
like a
be
chill
a bad person. Yeah.
Yeah, like, are you cool? I mean,
Do you like animals?
funny would be like real big on there. Like, just, be funny and chill.
Yeah.
Liking dogs is cool.
Yeah. Like, don't have a dead bird under your bed. That's a box for me. Like, just
Is that
basic.
a story?
No, but like,
Okay. I was like, do you know of a time that this happened?
just basic human decency, Like, don't be a serial killer and we'll get along.
But I just found that I just love that one where he just takes it so for real. Like, okay, let's add this one to the list.
Yeah.
And if you read some of those,
I was pausing as and went through a few of them.
It is so crazy. And I've seen some of them where they like talk about them, and it's like some of these surely are not real things. Like the Frappuccino one.
Yeah,
I
some
feel
of them
like
do look like satire.
can't be that real.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel that real. But
No.
is it?
I mean, it might just be a pet peeve thing,
And I mean that's fine, but I hate how everything's an ick now. Everything's an ick.
I don't
Oh,
like
this
that.
icks me.
Gives me the ick.
And it was from those videos that I learned how Apple was a status symbol, which I didn't know before. I didn't know that till these videos where it was like, oh, if they're in an Android, clearly you're fucking poor. Call me when you have status, And I was like, what? That can't... Is that a real sentence that people are saying?
That's the thing.
I've never heard that before. And they're the cheapest phones, which is what bothers me. I don't fucking get it.
I think the advent of TikTok and just social media in general has introduced like the concept of you have to have a list of criteria that you must meet in order to attain a mate in life. Or, I mean, it's always existed. Like an episode of Seinfeld, like he'll have a person that he doesn't want to date anymore because she eats cereal wrong or something. Like, that's always existed in society. But now it's just like, it's a trend on TikTok, so people can like collaborate a list and be like, oh, I have to fit all these boxes with an impossible standard. Like, that's not what's happening here. It's just like specific people have specific things that they don't like.
I just love the list though, because it's
like funny.
If you did go with what most of them are saying, it is impossible. What I actually really hate about that is if you do read the list, there are repeats, and I'm like, bro, come on, you can't use the same one twice. No, you can't do that. There's 150. There's only 130 true ones on there. Come on, fix your list.
What I do like on TikTok, there's those videos that are going around right now where it's like, ladies, here's an outfit to catch the perfect man. Oh like, show all your skin, especially those stems. And it's like a woman who's putting on the biggest, baggiest pants that she has.
I love the, like, how to just be perfect or how to catch people where it's like, stare at the guy across the room, look away, do this.
Yes.
And then they, like, give you all the steps and stuff, and people take them and
get feral
to like outrage it. Yeah, I love that shit so much.
It's so good.
TikTok has some weird shit out there.
Yeah, it does.
But I find those really funny. And then I had another one for you. It's not to be talked about, but it was just with that because it was a man thing. I was telling you about the like be a man ones. Did I tell you about those?
I don't think so.
It's this like older Italian guy, and he just says like, so like the one that I saw today fucking cracked me up so hard. It was like, don't go to the hospital. Die. Be a man.
Okay, you haven't shown me them.
They're so funny. Because it's like always stuff like that. Like, it starts one way, and then it takes this hard twist, and then it's like, be a man. So it's like, you take your dog outside, and you don't have bags, pick it up with your hands. Be a man. You're like, no, I can't do that. I'll have to send you one from this guy. I love the be a man ones. They tickle me in the right way. Some of them, not so funny. But that one, don't go to the hospital. Just die. Be a man. Because that is a perfect representation of that stupid, like, you know, our, like, societal norms for our genders and stuff. Like,
yeah,
you just can't do things when you're a man. Can't do these things when you're a woman and all that stuff. And they're bad for us.
Yes.
And I love that, like, he points out how dumb it is.
That is, like...
Be a man.
One good thing about TikTok right now is the amount of satire that people can fit into a video is fantastic. But then the comment section, like, never gets it, and they all blow it out of proportion. Like, do you really... I know. Do you really just think men should die? This is toxic masculinity.
Oh, my God.
Ridiculous. I have a question for you about your the current state of your TikTok.
Okay.
Because I don't know if this is just a me problem, but are you aware of the TikTok shop?
Yes, but I don't know quite what it is.
Same.
And how to go there.
I don't know. So, like, I'm going to say 4 out of every 5 videos I get are like, look at this item I just got on TikTok shop.
Yeah.
All of my fucking videos are suddenly advertisements, and they're like sneaky clandestine advertisements, like, oh, I got this amazing vacuum, look at the way it cleans my shower, get it on TikTok shop, you can use my code 40% off, I'm an influencer. Like, that's not what I'm here for. TikTok, quit showing me shit. I don't want to buy things.
Yeah, I'm ready for the video that I got today of a girl looking up at her horse, and then she's playing Bop It with his snoot. Bop it, twist it, pull it, and he's just sitting there. That's what I'm here for.
Buy my horse on TikTok shop.
Well, Ismail sent me one. It was actually really cool, and I did look up the product. But I looked it up on Amazon because I don't know what the fuck TikTok shop is.
I don't trust it.
But, like, it's a cool product. It's just like a portable monitor.
Okay.
And it's neat. Like you can take it with you and, like, play your PlayStation in the hotel room somewhere. Like, you can go on vacation, take the little portable thing. If you could fucking find an outlet in the airport, you could technically play it there. Like, it's, you know, it's just a neat little tiny monitor. They're only like 15 inches, so it's like a laptop size screen.
Yeah.
But it could be bigger than anything else.
I'm just sick of being sold stuff. I'm so tired of it. Like, I don't go on TikTok to see new products I want to buy. I don't want to be sold items anymore. Like, I I feel like I've swiped away from enough of the ads or like held down and been like not interested. I should be getting less of them, but I'm getting more. And I'm like, at what point? What is the saturation level? Like, is every video eventually just going to be an ad? Are we moving toward that? Like, is that what TikTok has become now?
I just wonder how you seem to get targeted in more things than I do. Like, because
know,
I
man.
feel like I'm on it more than you. Didn't we like look at our
Yeah.
time and you were like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Yes. I literally go on TikTok to like look at the videos people have sent me, and then I send those videos to the same 5 people and I log off.
Oh, dude, I peruse it constantly, and then I go like, I should watch what people sent me. When that number hits like 99 plus, I'll get
God.
to them,
I'll
and
like
then I move on.
I'm the opposite. I like occasionally peruse the For You page, just be like, what is for me today? And it's
Oh, no.
advertisements is what it is.
I live on For You, and then I eventually get to what people send me, which sucks because like, so I just watched all of yours.
Thank
There
you.
were 47.
My God, dude.
Now I do have somebody that I bet if it truly counted it, it would be way too high because it's at 99 plus.
Oh no, just for one
And I'm-
person?
Yeah, and I'm daunted. So I'm like, so I've watched like everybody but that one, and I'm like, I'm just making the problem worse.
Just open it and close it so the notifications go away. Problem
But
solved.
what if they're good?
What if they're
I gotta
not?
know, but they could be good.
But they might not be.
But usually when I wait, videos will be like taken down in that time because there's tons
Yeah.
that you've sent me that just go black and it's like, oh, it's no longer here, and I'm like, oh, that was probably really funny.
It bothers me when videos get taken down like that because, like, I get a
Well,
lot of
those are
those
the
from
funny
people.
ones.
They are the funny ones. Like, what happened that made you delete this? I don't know. TikTok drives me nuts.
I still enjoy it too much.
I wish I enjoyed it more.
So like, I told you about the girl bop one, right? Where
Yes.
it's like the girls dancing to like hardcore stuff.
Uh-huh.
But today I got a guy that goes, "Fucking TikTok ruined my heavy metal music because now
I
whenever I hear
sent
it,"
that
and then
to you.
So then that's where I saw it. I died.
Yes.
I
So
fucking
good.
died. I laughed
You're
so
welcome.
hard. See, that's when I watched your 47 of them. Taylor will be like, "Did you watch mine?" I'm like, "No."
How
She's
dare
like,
you?
"There's 5. Just
my
go
God.
watch these 5." And I'm like,
Clear them out.
"No. I want to see new
Become an
ones."
obligation.
I don't know. I'm real bad with like making those numbers go away. You know, because I'm like, just like, show me fresh shit, fresh stuff. Well, we'll learn about TikTok Shop, maybe. Maybe
We
we'll get
won't.
a TikTok Shop. Who knows?
No. I don't want
you
that.
don't want to influence people. Hey, go buy this monitor for 80% off.
Go buy this weird cup that doesn't fall over. I don't know. TikTok.
Those have existed.
They just sell me. TikTok wants me to buy shit so bad, and I'm over it.
They should be trying to sell to me. Like, I just went to Vegas, so they should think he may have won money.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't do that.
He just got engaged. He needs to buy stuff.
And in all that time, I've gotten 2 wedding TikToks. Like, that's it in like weeks.
Oh, I'm getting so many wedding things on my Instagram and my TikTok now. It knows. It fucking knows.
Nope. So here I got, dude, you got to stop following every tatted goth girl on TikTok. And then it's Dr. Evil going, how about no?
Okay.
Then, oh, Rebecca Sugar, because she got on there and I followed
She
her.
did, yeah.
Okay. So I went from tatted goth girl to Rebecca Sugar to now, because this is what I'm actually on, and I don't know why.
Okay.
I'm on Godzilla TikTok.
Okay.
I have never
How do you
fucking
get
watched
there?
Godzilla. I don't know.
I
I've
wanna
never
get there.
seen these fucking movies. I don't know shit about Godzilla. And I get Godzilla TikToks nonstop every day.
TikTok gives you interesting things, man.
I don't know how it chooses them for me. I don't talk about Godzilla. I know it's not listening to me. I've
Maybe
seen
you just
the
think about
4 like American ones from like 2014 forward. I've seen none of the like original Japanese ones. And all of these are like, did you know that the original Godzilla could feel every soul that had died in World War II, and that's why he's so angry
the
and killing the
fuck?
world? And I'm like, that's actually fucking interesting.
What the fuck?
Godzilla's lore is so rich and deep, but I don't know this. And then it's like, do you want to know?
Do you want to? I mean,
Do you
you
want
do,
to
though. You see, TikTok is bringing you good stuff. It's just trying to sell me fucking markers.
All right, let's go one more past Godzilla and see what I get. That's an Aflac commercial, so that doesn't count.
Okay.
And then it's cat TikTok. Like I've given you from a random open to what my like first 4 were. Goth Girls, Rebecca Sugar, Godzilla, cats.
I'm going to see what mine are because I just don't believe. Okay, I got a kitty cat eating ice cream. I got a fucking TikTok shop.
Okay.
Fast push game cute animal. I don't know what this is and I don't want it. It's an animal that has buttons for a face. I got Lady Gaga singing the bisexual anthem. Fuck yeah.
Cool. Nice.
And then I got, I don't know what this is. Just a person's making faces using a filter. So
I'm glad that it stopped giving me the like, here's a person with 0 likes and 0 comments, and it's a video of them staring at the screen.
Yeah, I get a lot of
have
those.
stopped. Oh, those have stopped for me.
Oh, it's not fun.
I'll get like 1 in every like 1,000 now, and I'm like, oh, okay. Boop, bye. Well, with that, would you like to
Swipe away.
would you like to figure out the algorithm and get on Godzilla Talk?
Yeah, I would.
Let's take a Zilla break.
I'm just like a rolling Katamari Damacy ball of gays. Just gather them up.
I mean, that's pretty much what we attract. Not to say that if you're listening, that you are just inherently gay.
No, you guys are. You know it.
I mean, everyone's a little gay.
Everybody's a little bit gay.
I was going to say, like, who are you a little bit gay for? But I feel like
I'm a lot bit gay for a lot of people, Robert.
women aren't like a little bit gay for other women. Usually
No,
it's
we're
like,
just
I
all
love
bisexual."
women.
Yes. Any woman who isn't bisexual is lying.
So, okay, fine. So who's your bi-panic lady person?
It's women, Robert.
Oh, just women?
It's
Perfect.
just women. All of them.
Mine was always, dude, I'm a George Clooney guy. I like George Clooney.
Oh, yeah. Those
George Clooney's a good-looking
smoldering
man.
eyes.
Jesus
He is.
Christ. He uses that Flowbee and shit. He's perfect, man.
I'm trying to think of like specifically one celebrity. I guess if I had to choose
That
one,
you just
Christina
see them and they
Ricci.
go, really?
I've
Okay.
always loved Christina Ricci. Something about that big forehead. Just want to plant a big smooch on it.
Just,
It's so vast. The expanse is just waiting for smooches. If you enjoyed that bit of the pre-ramble, you can get the full entire bonus episode by going on over to patreon.com/YMBTOAP and signing up there to be a patron. The patrons are the heartbeat of the show, the drumbeat that we row this boat to. They love us and we love them back. They're our besties, our pals. It's only $2 to get in that their Discord. I think you should do it. It's a good time. It's fun. You can go on a fucking ghost tour with us. We're planning that right now. If you want to be the ultimate supporter beyond the Patreon, you can get yourself some Yumtope gear over at the Yumtope Apparel store. Why don't you do that? There's good stuff in there. I'm wearing a hoodie right now. This is not sponsored, just passionate. It's got a big old wave on it because we're doing deep dives. It's wonderful. It's soft. It's fantastic. It's like 4X and it's huge. I can disappear inside of it. It's my favorite. The link to that shop lives in the show notes forever. Thank you so much to all of our supporters, whether you support us by listening, by buying our merch, by being a patron, or just by spreading the word. We love you all so very much. Now let's get you on back to that regularly scheduled Yumtope content.
it has happened.
Uh-oh.
It's time, man.
It's time?
It's time for, what do we say, the money to be where the mouth is.
Okay, time to
Time
put
to
the
start
money where the mouth is.
Doing our shit. So, you know how Netflix started their whole like, oh, we're gonna do this whole password sharing, and if you're not in the
Yes.
household, we're gonna kill everybody, and blah blah blah, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
right? So apparently, my mom was watching Dead to Me.
Uh-huh.
You were watching that show, right?
I love that show.
Okay. Did you finish it?
I did.
Okay. My mom can't.
Oh,
She got halfway through the 3rd season, and then it was like, it's in your household. You're not
That
allowed to
sucks.
use this no more.
man.
I get like a call. It's like, hey, is Netflix gone? Like, what's
Aw.
the deal? And I was like, no, I logged in it just now. And I was like, well, what happened? Like, you're going to have to explain. Like, to just say it's gone doesn't help me.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it says like you're like we're not in the household or something. And I was like, oh, so they went ahead and did it. They did the thing.
They did the thing they've been threatening to do for months.
They did the thing. So guess what I did that I've been threatening to do for months?
Did you shut it off?
oh, they did it, and I pulled up my account, and it said, you've been a member since October of 2010.
Don't you love us?
13 fucking years I've been giving them money.
Don't you want to stay forever?
And I was like, I only want to keep this because of that number. Look at that longevity.
God.
And then I said, fucking cancel. And I got rid of Netflix.
Boom.
My life is no different. My life
All
has
right.
changed 0%
Well, that's good.
Like, I think we're meant to believe that we need all these things because there's
Yeah.
no other way to live life.
Right.
You know how much shit you can do that's not on a streaming service? And Netflix is the one we use the least, so why even... I mean, we got rid of Hulu like 6 months ago, and I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because who's using... I mean, come on. Hulu is definitely the bottom.
Yeah, for
Hulu
sure.
is the bottom. It goes Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus,
Okay.
Paramount, HBO Max.
I couldn't even tell you what all I'm watching on each of those streaming services. I know I'm watching something on every one of them because we have every one of them. I think that
I'm watching something on none of them, actually.
Yeah. I think that you as like a movie person don't need streaming services because you have the movies you want and you have ways
Yeah.
to get the movies that you don't have. But I as like a TV person,
Yeah.
I feel
Streaming
like
is
I-
meant for TV people.
yeah, and I get a lot out of my streaming services. Like I watch something in each of them every day.
Yeah, I don't do that ever.
Yeah.
Even
So-
when there's movies on there, I can still get the... I mean, I can get the TV shows another way. Like,
Yeah.
I can yo-ho that shit up all day long. Which I usually do. Even though I have the service.
Yeah, see, there's no reason for you to have those services if that's the way
The
you're
reason I
living
had
life.
Netflix was so that other people could use it.
Mm.
Like, I had it back in the day because you could... Because, you know, that's when you were getting, like, the DVDs in the mail and shit.
Right.
And Blockbuster had closed, so how else was I going to watch Full Metal Alchemist, The Conqueror of Shambhala? I had to
Okay.
get it on Netflix, you know. Netflix was good for a time, but that's really no different than me pulling the old yo-ho, watching it, and then just deleting it. It's the same premise.
I suppose.
It's the same premise. Sure, there's a bit more of time involved, but, like, Netflix just really bothers me by the fact that I have to pay for quality.
Yeah, that does
Like-
bug me.
I don't have to pay a higher price to watch 4K on HBO Max
Yeah.
or Paramount or anything else. Even Hulu, who's the bottom. I even classified them the worst streaming service, which is a lie. That's Prime.
Yeah, Prime fucking sucks. There's nothing on there.
Prime Video's the bottom. But even Hulu, that's still pretty shit, doesn't say you pay for 480, 1080, or 4K.
Yeah.
Pick a plan. That is the worst thing that Netflix has going for them.
Yeah, it's bad.
But I did it, and then I was like, I could get Shudder now. I could get the horror movie one,
Yeah.
and I didn't get it because I was like, I had it for a time and was like, there's nothing on here.
Yeah,
It's
Shudder
just-
doesn't really have anything, honestly.
They have things every now and then because like they constantly they rotate those movies way quicker than Netflix and all that other shit. Like,
Yeah.
I think stuff changes on there like monthly. Like, there's not
That's
a thing
too
that
fast.
like you're like, oh, this is on Shudder. You know,
Yeah.
I don't even think their original movies stick around for very long. I think they just like
Really?
air them and then go like, go buy it somewhere. I don't
And
know.
it's done. It's gone.
But it's only $6 a month, which isn't bad.
That's cheap.
I'm still
As far
saving
as streaming
$14 according to Netflix.
Yeah, I just hate how much they all are. I can't even like be bothered to think about how much I spend on streaming services. Like I know it's too much and I feel like I could cut some. I just don't know where to start.
I mean, you just pick the one that you don't use and get rid of it, and then, like, I actually hit the cancel button on that, and I felt lighter. I was like, that's nice. I was like, what else can I get rid of? I was like, what can I ask for my life?
Rush. You're doing spring cleaning but digitally.
Oh yeah, I was ready to like fucking do it, you know,
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm about to do that with PlayStation Plus as soon as it lets me.
Nice.
I'm not going to get rid of it because I still need some of it. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to the bottom fucking plan. Because, like, what's the purpose? They don't... like, you get all these perks from the plans.
Mm-hmm.
No one's utilizing everything that a thing gives them.
I know.
Unless
like,
that's all they do.
I feel like it's a full-time job to squeeze the stone, you know? Like, you try to get every little thing that you possibly can out of the plan. Like, my Walmart Plus subscription comes with free Paramount Plus, so wrap that in there. Like,
Yeah.
there's just little perks in there that you have to find and figure out what to do, and it takes so much effort and time. And then
Yeah.
to make sure that you're getting your dollar's worth, like, it's kind of silly how we've kind of gamified society. It feels bad to be a part of.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to miss it. And
Yeah.
really, I mean, I've been wanting to get rid of Disney Plus for the longest time.
Yeah.
We don't fucking use it.
I only watch the
Nothing-
Star Wars shows.
But there's other ways. Like,
The thing is, for me, like, I wouldn't know the shows to watch if they weren't presented to me, I think.
I always know what I want to go see.
Yeah.
Like, I have never been on a streaming service and been sold a show from the service.
Really, I always go in to browse and be like, what's going on in here? Like, what's happening on Netflix as of late? And I'll get previews and be like, not that one, not that one. Okay, let's try this one.
TikTok gives me all the shit that I want to see, really.
Okay.
Because, like, that's how I found out about that Netflix movie, the RRR. It's a 3-hour Bollywood movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Netflix didn't tell me about that movie. It's on there. And, I mean, we've browsed before and put stuff in the watch list. Me and Taylor both have sat there and gone through this, like, a whole bunch of shit and added this giant watch list of stuff and watched none of it. Like, there's better things. And it's like, I mean, I could watch this, you know, whatever thing, but, like, that was just because, like, yeah, it sounds interesting, but I know what this is and I want to watch that, you know?
Yeah.
I've never been sold something just because they're like, hey, a pretty ad. Like, I've never had that happen. Somebody has to tell me about it first and tell me why it's worth my time.
Yeah. I think it's just different experiences.
And you know that TV is just not my thing. I just don't like TV.
And
I
TV
hate
is my thing.
Everything about TV.
Which is why I have so many fucking streaming services.
I guess that, well, plus Netflix cancels them all before they're even worth anything. So it's like,
Yeah.
why even have that one? Like, TV is a waste of time on Netflix.
I really only like Netflix for the reality shows that they have. Like, I like Love is Blind. I like Blown Away. I like The Great British Bake Off. I like all those,
And those
that
aren't
keep
even
coming.
that often. You know, they happen so
Yeah.
infrequently.
Right, that's another thing. Like, if I could get them seasonally, I would do that. But I don't know when the season is. Like, Hulu, I like for Only Murders in the Building. And that happens like 2 months out of the year. And then they're gone forever. And yeah, if I could seasonally have, like, buy Disney Plus just for the Ahsoka months, sure.
You know what it sounds like you want again?
TV?
Cable, yeah.
Yeah.
So that, like, you have all the things and then it's ready whenever it comes back.
It would be nice, wouldn't it, if we could just go back to one fucking service where everything is and you could just record it and watch it in your own time? Wouldn't that be an advent?
Yep. Isn't it crazy how we're going back now?
It sucks, man. I hate it.
Yeah. It's not worth it. Cancel your subscription, guys. Like, we got to show these people to not fuck with... Like, that's the thing. Everyone's like, but it's so easy. I'm just going to keep giving them the money. And then they go, cool, we made money and we still fuck up.
Yeah, that's why I keep giving them money, because it is easy. Like, I don't have the patience and the time to write down a schedule of, like, okay, I need to have Hulu in June to August, and I need to have Netflix in May through September.
That's like coupon cutter shit right there. Like,
yeah.
I ain't got patience for that shit.
No.
That's why I have a limited amount of stuff I want to see. I'll get it my way, and then we just move on.
Yeah.
Go from there. Yeah, I pulled the plug. It's gone.
Proud of you.
I have not turned back. I don't know what would turn me back. Honestly, I really don't know what I would want.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't miss it, you don't miss it. That's good. Save you some money. Put it towards your wedding fund.
Even Stranger Things, like, I can just fucking watch that another way.
And it's
they
not coming
do
back
sell that,
until,
too.
like, 2027 or whatever fucking bullshit anyway.
Yeah, but, like, I can I can get that another way. I can buy those seasons as well. Like, but see, that's my thing, because like a lot of people will buy it digital, but you don't own that.
Right. They
I
can
think
take
that's
it
my
away
problem
anytime.
as well. Like, I don't like the idea of paying these people, because like Friends was on there for a long time. It's not on there now,
Yeah.
but I still have a copy of Friends I bought like 6 years, not even 6 years ago. Did I tell you that I found a box one day? I was like, what the fuck's this box? What is in this box? And I open it, and I was like, there's so many good movies in here. Like, so much, like, hidden gem shit that was just in this
Nice.
box. And I have this big Friends collector set I bought, like, 12 years ago.
Hell yeah.
I own fucking Friends. I don't need to pay somebody for that. I bought it 12 years ago, you know.
Perfect.
And it's going to be the one that's not widescreen and ugly like they put on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because you know about that whole controversy, right?
No, always. There's always some controversy about what format Netflix has available for stuff.
Well, when it was shot for old school TVs where it was small,
Mm-hmm.
like they have like the edge of the sets visible in widescreen because it wasn't designed to be seen that wide.
God.
You know?
Ugly.
Like, it's bad. Don't
What
do
I
that.
hate about streaming services that I've noticed a lot lately is like the captions just aren't there. Like, not that they're not there,
They
but
never
they're not
fucking
there.
match.
Yeah, they're not to the level that they should be. And to me, that's like releasing a game that's unfinished. It's like not the textures don't load
Yeah.
properly or something. People, like, I'm a hearing person. I don't need subtitles to hear a film, but I kind of need them to understand the film.
Yeah.
Like,
You need them to listen to the film.
yes, like I don't know. I have an auditory processing problem or something. I need to be able to read it and hear it in order to comprehend what's going on.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like if I, a hearing person, cannot enjoy a piece of media simply because I cannot read it, there are plenty of non-hearing people in this world that are having a way worse time with it. And it's so
Oh, yeah.
frustrating to think about because, like, you could make the captions, like, there's no excuse for scripted media to not have polished, refined captions just uploaded with the shit because it's scripted. You
But they
wrote it.
Pay people to watch the show and then write the subtitles. Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts to me. I don't know why we do this to ourselves. Like, it doesn't, and it bothers me when like the subtitles in a service are fucking ugly. Like HBO Max's subtitles are very ugly, and it
Yeah.
makes me insane. Like,
Yeah, they
give
do it
me
like
options.
old school 90s style.
Yeah,
the
like
big
huge.
black box.
And
yeah.
they're like italicized and shit. I don't want that. I just want like a nice normal white lettering at the bottom that I can read easily. It makes me so angry when they don't have proper
Yeah.
captions in material.
Streaming sucks.
Streaming sucks.
I fucking hate
bad.
it, dude.
The
Everything
state of it
sucks,
is-
though.
Yeah, the state of it is so rough right now. I just wish that we could go back to TV at this point. I just want to be able to have all my stuff in one place where I pay for one service. I hate having to pay piecemeal different plans, different levels for each of these different services. It's
But, I
so
mean,
bullshit.
Cable was the same back in the day because it was like, hey, you can buy this, but then you got to add HBO, and then you got to add these other premium channels. Like,
Yeah,
you still
but,
had to
like-
do it, you know?
But it was all in one place for you, and you could like record them and watch them
Yeah.
at your leisure.
That's true.
It's nuts
But, I
to me
mean,
that we've gotten so
You-
we've strayed
you don't
so
need to
far from
record
God at
any
this
of
point.
this. You just have to press play. Just got to press
Yeah.
play.
Just press play. It's all
We
there for
already
you.
recorded it for you.
With shitty captions and bad formatting.
Yeah, we got rid of it, and then like a couple days in, I was all like, "See, we don't fucking need Netflix, because we got Call of Duty.
Okay.
You need to get Call of Duty, and then you don't need any of these services. Call of Duty's the thing you need. It's the thing you crave.
Are you
just don't
playing
know
Call
it.
of Duty?
Yeah, a lot.
Why?
That's all we've done for like 8 hours a night for the past like 3 days.
Okay.
Because Taylor watches this guy on TikTok, and she loves the game that he plays. And I've always been curious about that game too, and I've never known where to get it.
What, Call of Duty?
No, you've heard of Prop Hunt, right?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. I know that there is a mode for it in Overwatch.
It's Call of Duty.
Okay.
So there's 2 teams of 6, okay?
Okay.
These 6 are people with guns or whatever, and then these 6 are items that are found in that map. And you have to hide as a random prop, and
Okay.
they got to try to find you.
Yeah. Overwatch Workshop had a mode for that in Overwatch 1, and then they brought it to Overwatch 2 as a game mode.
Yeah. Well, the fucking Call of Duty one is super polished, and it's fucking so nice.
Nice.
It's very, very fun. It's thrilling. It's very thrilling.
Okay.
Dude, I hid as a lamp in this one part of the map the whole time. And this dude came over, and he looked at me, like, really close. And was like, no. And he moved on. I was like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm fucking saved.
Okay.
Because what happens is every 45 seconds, maybe like close to every minute, the prop people will whistle.
Oh,
and
shit,
so,
okay.
So it gives the like hunters an idea where the people are. And it sucks because sometimes they'll just be camping at a spot and you see the timer ticking down and you can't move. But you know, I'm about to whistle right fucking behind this guy. And he's going to know I'm right here. You know?
Yeah.
So it's a whole like, how can you... It takes like cat and mouse shit to another fucking level.
Okay. Psychological horror.
It's very fucking fun. Taylor has watched this guy forever who's way too good at it. And so we've been playing it. And of course, the first match, we instantly died. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. But so you get 3 props that you can be. Each prop has its own health bar. So if you start to die as this one, you can swap to a new one and you get full health again.
How do you die as a prop? Did they like shoot you?
Oh, yeah, they shoot the shit out of you and then you die.
Okay.
I thought you just were picking a prop to be. And you don't know what they're going to be. So you could start as like just a little rock, something really hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could press change and you're a fucking diesel like gas sign that's like, here's all the prices for gas.
Okay.
And it's hard to hide when you're fucking gigantic. So I mean, you get more points when you're giant.
Okay.
But like, you have to get real creative on where to hide. It's pretty fucking fun.
It sounds fun.
And it's really hard to find people. I think being the hunter is way too hard.
Yeah, that was my experience playing it in Overwatch. Like, they also had tiny hide and seek where like some people, like you had the teams of however many, I think it was like 2 seekers and then like 8 people that could hide. And
Okay.
the people that hide are like the size of mice and they can like go anywhere in the map. And like,
Yeah.
you can choose to lay down or stand up or squat or whatever. But yeah, finding tiny people, very hard.
Yeah. Finding props, real fucking hard.
Especially if they're blending into the environment. Like if you look like you belong there.
Well, see, that's what I thought would be different because I guess we have like animation brain. Like, this doesn't belong, so it's going to look different.
Yeah.
These things don't look fucking different. Like, you look exactly like the shit. And it is amazing to me how like you can hide and people will just walk right by you and it's like how are you not registering that I'm here, like. But then like when you play, you don't fucking notice shit and you're just like, yeah, that's stuff. And then you move on, you know.
All right.
It is way too much fun. But I know that you don't really like first person shooters that much because there is no like there is no prop only mode. Because I would love to do that, and I'm just always trying to fucking hide. That shit would be amazing. It's like the maze Yeti hunt thing. Like, I always preferred hunting the Yeti.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be the Yeti, and I'd always fucking win. But I enjoyed hunting it more. I just thought that was more fun. You know?
Yeah, I never got into Yeti Hunter. It's not my thing.
Fucking love. I loved everything about Overwatch besides Overwatch. Like, every extra game mode I thought was way better.
Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about Overwatch lately.
I have not. Well, okay, so did I tell you when I was doing Lucio Ball they had introduced a volleyball game?
Yeah.
It was okay. I'm not going to dream about that one like Lucio Ball.
God.
No, yeah, I am just waiting for next summer. Like, I have no interest in it. Like, it's already uninstalled again. I'll get it back again July of next year.
Yeah. I was considering. I was like, maybe I'll reinstall Overwatch, but I don't know. I just miss Overwatch 1. That's all there is to it.
And it's
I've been looking
dead.
for a new game to get into. If anybody out there has any fucking recommendations. Like, I'm going to play Starfield. I don't know if I'm going to like Starfield, to be honest, because I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't hang with single player games. Like, it just bores me after a while. But I want, like, I want another survival crafter type open world multiplayer thing where I can
So you want a
build a
State of
base.
Decay.
Yes, I do. I was thinking the other day, I was like, you know what we need right now is motherfucking State of Decay 3. Where is it? We have not had a single
Pretty sure
thing.
they canceled it.
I don't think it's been canceled, but like
No, it hasn't, but
they announced it in 2020. I'm just there's been no news.
yeah,
The
it
last
still doesn't
piece
even
of-
have a date.
Yeah, the last piece of news was June 7th of this year, which is 3 months ago. And it only says it's been years since we last heard any concrete updates. Like, that's the whole article, basically.
Yep.
I want this game. I want survival, horror, fantasy, base building, zombie killing, community building. I want this. I need this. I need another game right now. I need it. And I
See,
don't know.
That's what the people
it
need to
is.
know about Yimtop is that we have such vast differences in how we intake media as a
We
whole.
do.
And that's the charm.
It's the charm.
That's the charm because I'm like that sounds awful.
Oh, it sounds like a dream. It sounds like everything.
But I
Am I-
actually am really glad that you're on the Starfield boat with me. I am so not interested in that game.
I'm interested just because of the hype. Like, it's on Game Pass, so I'm going to be playing it. Like, I want to know. I want
Yeah.
to know it. I don't want to.
I've seen enough of it. Like, I know that I wouldn't play it that long.
Yeah, I've seen Richard playing it, and he's having a really good time with it, but he loves all Bethesda games, so he's just, like, in his element.
Yeah. Like,
I
it
I
looks okay.
wish... Okay, I'm going to say something here, and you're
Well,
going to be
hang
like,
on.
what the fuck?
Okay. Let's hear that, and then I'll try to sell you on Starfield, maybe?
I thought... Don't laugh at me. I thought Starfield was going to be a multiplayer online game.
Oh, you thought it was an MMO?
Yeah.
Nope.
I wish it was. I thought it was.
It would really throw... Dude, okay, why don't you do... What about the Final Fantasy one that they have? That big MMO RPG.
No, it looks bad.
People love it.
It doesn't look like a Kelsey game. I want a game where I can build a base and have a community that I'm building, but then also I go out and kill stuff.
What's that other one? There's another one like that. It's like...
If you guys are listening to this,
It's not The Forest, but it's something
7
like
Days
that.
to Die,
No.
because I played a little bit of that. If you guys are listening to this right now and you're like, I know the game, please write in. I'm not kidding. Write the fuck
Here you
in.
go.
ymbtop@gmail.com. I need a game.
I've got games with base building like State of Decay.
Okay, yeah.
That's exactly what I got here. Let's see.
Because I'm having like a good time with Vampire Survivors. It's petering out. We're getting to the point where we've almost completed all the achievements.
What about Survivalist Invisible Strain?
That sounds
It's
spooky.
a better version of State of Decay 2, but from an
Doubtful.
indie developer. And it really
Ooh.
feels like The Walking Dead.
Survivalist Invisible Strain. It's on
How
Steam.
about that one? And then they got Project Zomboid with mods.
I still do love Project Zomboid. I'll always go back to Project Zomboid.
How about Siege Survival Gloria Victis?
I'm kind of into this Survivalist Invisible Strain situation. It's only $10.
Yeah.
Open-ended game about building a community after the collapse of civilization. I love that.
Ooh, maybe it's this one. Black Forest. I've seen this one where, like, this guy was building, like, a little base, and these little kids took it over. and they locked him out, and he was like, "Hey,
Oh, yeah.
I have like a bow and arrow in there. Like, can I just get that back and then I'll leave?" And they were like, "Oh, screw you, old man." So he brought like all of his friends back, and they destroyed that base and killed the kids, and they just
Yeah.
go off and live their life.
That's very satisfying.
That's the game I'm thinking of. I just don't know what that game is.
I don't either.
But yeah, so maybe that one. Then there's this one called. Okay, not quite the same, but also a zombie city building game. There's
Okay.
Rebuild 1 or 2, and then there's Rebuild 3. So
The
Rebuild
game is
1
called
and 2.
Rebuild?
Yeah, Rebuild 1 and 2. They were Flash games, but Rebuild 3 is on Steam, it says.
Rebuild 3, Gangs of Deadsville. It's a mix of strategy and simulation. Manage survivors, scavenge for food and supplies, deal with rival gangs. Interesting. Okay. That's only
There you go.
$15.
Yeah, so there's a couple. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got right there. Then here's 50 games like State of Decay.
Jesus.
And Invisible Strain is the top on that one, too. I think that might be the one to try out.
I'm going to try Invisible Strain, and I'll let you guys know what's up with it. It's got 2,500 reviews on Steam, and it's got a 9. It's
Okay.
$10.
There's something. Okay, so since you're not so much on the Starfield train, I'm going to end the show by completely shitting on Starfield. And not even, like, truly shitting on it. I just think it's funny, the stuff that people are saying about it. Have you been getting stuff about it where they're like, wow, these graphics are so bad?
No.
And they're like, here's, like, Starfield graphics, and they'll show, like, NPCs from it. Then they go, here's like a game from last generation, and the NPCs are, like, wildly better.
Oh, no.
And it's Starfield versus Horizon. Like,
Dang.
like Horizon's NPCs are from so long ago still look better than this. But Bethesda's never been a, like, we're a
Yeah.
beautiful game company. It's just
Right.
we're an expansive game company.
Yeah, they're more about, like, the story and the stuff, the options. They're not like, our NPCs are perfect.
Yeah, then one person was like, dude, you could play Cyberpunk. It's better. And I was like, but is it? And then they were, I mean, it's good now because it's
I'll
had
never trust it.
2 years of updates, and now it is where it should have been when it first came out.
Yeah.
It's like, I may play it now. But it was showing, like, Starfield, they were, like, pointing their gun at, like, people walking by, and it was so funny to me because this lady just side-eyes him, like, okay, and just keeps walking by, and then they go to Cyberpunk, they pull out a gun, and, like, the people, like, run away because they're having a gun pointed at them, and I was like, see, that's what I would want. I want to feel like I'm in this world.
Yeah.
Just because I get to make a lot of choices doesn't make me feel like I'm in the world. That's just like dialogue tree shit for me, you know.
Yeah.
That's just what path can I go down, but the world isn't alive around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Starfield looks okay. I bet it would be fun, but I'm not dying to play that game.
Right. I feel the same.
And I won't be lying if I didn't say that I felt a twinge of joy seeing its Metacritic score not be as high as people wanted. And I was like, that's what you get.
Okay.
Hype's not going to sell me. Sell me based on the shit. And all the shit that I saw, there was that one deep dive that they did that I think I sent you. That was starting to sell me. Where it was talking about how, like, pirate ships can come by and just, like, sideswipe you, and then boom, this happens, and then all of a sudden you can be doing this, and it sounded like Skyrim, and I did play Skyrim for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then one mechanic pissed me off, and I was like, fuck that game. I have to look forward to that for 200 more hours? No thank you, you know.
Yeah.
I've never really played one of their games and loved it. But I do want to try Fallout still. I have always wanted to play one. I think I still want to play a Fallout game.
I think you'd like Fallout. Like, the little bit that I played, I bounced right off of it. It's not my style, but I think you'd get into it.
I would like to. I've owned it for 10 billion years.
You should play it.
But I know it's hundreds of hours. And I'm like,
Just carve out a little space for yourself. You don't have TV anymore. Just time to get into Fallout.
I didn't watch TV when I paid for TV.
Well, you don't play Fallout when you pay for Fallout.
That's true. So anyway, That's what I've been doing since Netflix has canceled. Tons of Call of Duty. I had Prop Hunt in the topic suggestions, and I was like, no, I'm going to throw her a curveball and say it's Call of Duty, because that is Call of Duty, but...
Just a weird mode. Well, I'm happy you found some joy there.
Well, we're going to try zombies sometime soon. I've never really played that in Call of Duty. And Taylor apparently loves it. And I'm like, why are you more of a Call of Duty bro than me?
I did not know this about Call of Taylor. About Taylor.
Yeah, she fucking loves Call of Duty.
All right.
Well, she likes zombie mode.
Okay.
And now she likes the prop hunt mode. And I was like, well, she's so much fucking better than me. I hate Call of Duty. It's too fast paced. Like, you have to like flick and shoot. I mean, it's like instant reaction type shit.
Yeah, hair trigger stuff.
Yeah, I'm a Battlefield person where you can like kind of take your time to do the battling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a Call of Duty person. So with that, I don't know, you ready to go download your game and see if that base building game is worth anything?
Yeah, I'm ready to build this base up. I'm ready to build my community. I want to find my survivors.
Let's do it. If you love this episode, please tell a friend. Word of mouth is the best way to get the good Yimtope into fresh new ears. We release weekly every single Monday, and I will reiterate it till the ends of time. That is the Yimtope guarantee every single Monday. Holidays like Labor Day that just happened, we will always be here. You can count on it. That is the one thing you should know about Yimtope. Every Monday, don't miss it. If you want to talk to us, you can catch us over at Twitter or X if you so want. I haven't really seen it, like, you know, going down in usership. People are still all over it, so...
I think the people that are left there are staying.
Well, if you're one of them, we're sending out some tweets, so interact with them. Let us know what you think about streaming services. Are you over it? Do you think there's too many? Have you cut the cord on them yet? Which ones? Give me your ranking from worst to best streaming services. I want to know if it matches up with mine. Do you like Chicago? Do you love the Windy City? Because we don't. Also, what have you bought from the TikTok shop? I would love to know. What are you getting from the shop of TikTok? And if you're into Prop Hunt, hit me up. Let's play some Prop Hunt. That'd be fun. But if you're in the know, you can hit us over at Discord. Get to us a little bit quicker than the Twitter. Again, let us know all that same stuff. Chit-chat with us. We like to just chit-chat with you guys. That's what the Discord is for, is to interact with you guys a little bit more personal. We like that. And again, just thank you to all of our patrons. Love you guys so much. We love talking to you in the Discord. We love talking to you about our Zeitgeist reviews, all the stuff we do. We just love you guys.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj, a spooky song for spooky season. Please check them out on YouTube. And as always, thank you so much for listening, and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Who's going to take the ghost home with them? It's Robert.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
Nope. I was gonna go into
A wedding march?
Wedding March, but it went into Star Wars March. It's like bum, 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 bum. That's very different.
Close though.
I'm gonna make that the ender, and you can hear me go, but nope, nope. I knew that was not the right thing as soon as it started.